Imagine having volcanoes, jungles, and beaches all in one country. Welcome to Costa Rica, the amazingly beautiful and biodiverse nation. From stunning national parks to tropical wildlife, this tropical haven has something for every visitor. Arenal Volcano National Park. Imagine yourself standing in front of a huge, active volcano, the air redolent with the smell of fresh rain and the ground all around you. Welcome to Arenal Volcano National Park, Costa Rica's #1 attraction. Arenal is renowned for being one of the planet's most active volcanoes, with a massive peak that's awe-inspiring and a little scary. But here's the thing, Arenal has been very still for years. Despite its fire-breathing reputation, it's been dormant since 2010. So, the question on everyone's lips is it just resting, or is the volcano secretly planning its next eruption? The park itself is a nature lover's paradise. Hiking trails wind through dense rainforests, where you'll be able to see monkeys, sloths, and exotic birds. And don't even mention the hot springs. Because of Arenal's geothermal activity, there are natural hot springs where you can soak in warm, mineral-laden water. Imagine this. You're soaking in a hot spring, surrounded by jungle, and the volcano in the distance. You'll never forget it. Can you imagine yourself soaking in those hot springs, listening to the sounds of nature all around you? What would your perfect Costa Rican getaway look like? Drop your dream experience in the comments below. How does the volcano's energy create these soothing hot springs? Is it safe to bathe in them? And what's keeping Arenal so calm lately? Monteverde Cloud Forest Reserve. Now, let's travel to the mystical and enchanting Monteverde Cloud Forest Reserve. It's as if stepping into a fantasy. The cloud forest literally floats in the clouds, and the air is surreal yet peaceful and humbling. Strolling through Monteverde is like dreaming. Each giant tree covered in moss, fog dancing like wisps in the woods, and air that's heavy with the smell of wet earth. Monteverde is renowned for its diversity of life, and it's inhabited by more than 100 mammals, 400 birds, and thousands of plants and insects. You may even spot the resplendent quetzal if you're fortunate, a magnificent bird with radiant green and red plumage. But the actual magic of Monteverde comes from the forest itself. There's a quiet, near-spiritual energy present in the atmosphere. Ever had one of those moments where you just wanted to escape into the wilderness? Well, Monteverde might just be that place. If you could live anywhere in the world, would it be in a cloud forest like this? Let me know in the comments below. The icing on the cake? You can venture through the forest from a different angle, by trekking across suspended bridges well above the forest floor. Picture yourself walking through the forest canopy with the birds and wildlife all around you, and the whole of the forest stretching out below you. It's a view that won't be found anywhere else on Earth. But what of the mystical tales of the forest? Locals think that the cloud forest itself has a spirit, that the mist that shrouds the trees is a mode of communication with the divine. Perhaps this is more than mere local legend. Some studies indicate that the perpetually shrouded mist might induce a sense of peace, near spiritual experience that heightens the perception of oneness with nature. Could this setting be more than beautiful? Could it be teeming with energy? Manuel Antonio National Park. Coming next on our list is the Manuel Antonio National Park. And I'll tell you, this park is a heaven on earth. Famous for its stunning beaches and wildlife, Manuel Antonio is an absolute must-see if you want to witness the best of Costa Rica in one place. Just imagine strolling along immaculate beaches with turquoise waters, then trekking a little bit into the jungle and seeing monkeys, sloths, and several hundred species of birds. The park is special in that it's one of the smallest national parks in Costa Rica, but it's full of life and beauty. It's also one of the easiest parks to get around, with great trails and guided tours. Perhaps the best thing about visiting Manuel Antonio is seeing wildlife, such as the renowned white-faced capuchin monkeys swinging from the trees and the sloths lazily hanging in the trees above the ground. What sets Manuel Antonio apart is its beaches. Playa Manuel Antonio and Playa Espadilla Sur are both gorgeous, with white sand, clear blue waters, and acres of room to bask. You can swim, surf, or just sit and take in the view, soaking up the sun. And because the forest runs along beside, it's like you're in your own real-life tropical paradise, where jungle and ocean meet. Alright, so far we've visited volcanoes, cloud forests, and beaches. But here's the real question. What makes Costa Rica such a unique and magical destination? Let's dig deeper into some more hidden gems. How does a park this small manage to pack in so much wildlife? And what's the deal with all the sloths hanging out there? Are there more creatures hiding than we know? Feeling inspired to explore Corcovado and beyond? Make sure to comment below and let me know which park you'd visit first. And hey, if you're already planning your trip, don't forget to share this video with your fellow travel buddies. Let's spread the Costa Rica magic. Tortuguero National Park. If adventure off the road is what you're searching for, then you need to get to Tortuguero National Park. On Costa Rica's Caribbean coast, Tortuguero has an amazing web of canals, unspoiled beaches, and an enormous amount of wildlife. The park is referred to as the Amazon of Costa Rica because of its similarity to the Amazon rainforest system. Tortuguero has a staggering number of animals such as jaguars, monkeys, turtles, and many species of birds. One of the most amazing activities in Tortuguero is witnessing sea turtles nesting on the shores. The park is among the most significant nesting grounds in the world for green sea turtles. And during nesting season, July to October, tourists have the opportunity to watch the phenomenal sight of turtles digging nests and laying eggs in the moonlight. But the park itself is equally lovely during the off-season, and boat tours down the canals offer a quiet and intimate opportunity to see the wildlife. Have you ever seen something like that in person? Share your wildlife encounter moment in the comments. Let's swap stories. What makes Tortuguero even more unique is the way you arrive. There are no roads to the park, so the only means of getting there is by plane or boat. This feeling of remoteness contributes to the park's charm, making you feel as though you're actually entering a secret, unspoiled paradise. But how did Tortuguero become so significant as a conservation site for turtles? And what are the challenges for conservationists in defending this sensitive environment against poaching and climate change threats? The turtle nesting grounds at Tortuguero are safeguarded, and local communities collaborate in patrolling the beaches, with education on the need to conserve this amazing place. But as threats from climate change and human activities increase, the pressure on conservation efforts is only mounting. Corcovado National Park. And finally, the pièce de résistance, Corcovado National Park. Nicknamed the most biologically intense location on the planet, Corcovado contains more species of flora and fauna than most nations put together. Situated on the Osa Peninsula, this far-flung park is sometimes referred to as the epicenter of Costa Rica's biodiversity. If you desire to observe nature at its most feral, Corcovado is the destination for you. The park is huge, spanning more than 100,000 acres of rainforest, and it's got a staggering array of wildlife, from jaguars and tapirs to scarlet macaws and more. There are hundreds of bird and insect species as well. The terrain is equally varied, with rainforests, beaches, and more. Hiking in Corcovado is like entering a world that remains untouched by human intervention. What makes Corcovado so special is that, although small, it's quite isolated and less accessible than some of Costa Rica's other national parks. It is this isolation that has served to preserve its untouched nature, but also means the park is a haven for explorers and wildlife spotters in search of an unspoiled Costa Rican experience. All right, you've seen the adventure. Now think about it. Would you dare to venture into Corcovado's wild landscapes? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you're up for an adventure, let's hear it. There you have it, 5 of the most amazing places to visit in Costa Rica. From towering volcanoes and misty cloud forests to pristine beaches and remote jungles, this country is a true paradise for nature lovers and adventurers. Which of these places are you most excited to visit? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an adventure. And if you're ready to explore even more of Costa Rica's wonders, check out our next video. You won't want to miss it.